Did you guys happen to see what's going on in Greece at all with the earthquakes going on? So they just had yesterday evening a 5.2 on the Richter scale earthquake.
Dude, that's absolutely crazy. I mean, that's a 5.2.
Yeah, that was that was the biggest one yet.
I know, previously, I know Dean had claimed to cause a tremor with a 2.8. So that's pretty impressive.
Wait, I missed it.
Allegedly.
Causing tremors, huh, Dean?
With 2.8.
Dean brought a 2.8.
It's more like a 2.5. A full 2.5. Like,
that's an actual conspiracy. That's gotta...
I won't wake you up on that. Don't worry.
Here we go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Wake Up with the Sleeper Boys podcast. This week, we have another action-packed episode, starting with our thoughts and observations from the week prior. Eddie has another very exciting Build Your Big Three. Dean dives deeper into the unknown with another great segment of Dean's Conspiracy Theory of the Week. And always least and last is Bill's Balls Games. I am one of three hosts, Bill, along with co-hosts and brothers Eddie and Dean. And I'm going to go first this week because
Boo
this guy. Boo this man.
He sucks.
Just had a same week pretty much as always. Did you guys happen to see what's going on in Greece at all with the earthquakes going on?
No, I did see
Nothing?
the thing in Africa where it's like splitting in half, essentially.
Really?
Or
I
it's
haven't
like
seen that.
forming in like a new ocean pretty much in the middle of it. Yeah. No, that's a real thing. It's pretty crazy.
Whoa.
It's like a massive
I wonder if
crater.
this is like really.
Yeah. You can look that up.
Check that out.
Look it up.
Uh,
Fact check.
Dude,
I wonder if this is kind of going into it. Which is
Take it easy. All right, just calm down.
Do it. You question the conspiracy guy? You kidding me?
He's the most wig out of everybody.
Yeah.
So there's an island in Greece called Santorini, which I guess is like a big, like, touristy type of island. So they've been getting continuous earthquake tremors, like for like it's now like in the hundreds of just constant, like every couple of minutes tremors. And so they just had yesterday evening a 5.2 on the Richter scale earthquake, and so now people are just fleeing for obvious reasons. But it just I just wanted to bring that up because I saw that yesterday, and I didn't know if you guys heard about that at all, because the only reason why I heard it was because I saw a TikTok that was like, did you hear about the news? And he just started listing off all these things. So I looked into it, and it's hundreds of tremors that's been going on every few minutes for days. And so like I said, they've been like around 3 on the Richter. Is it the Richter scale? Is that the earthquake one? Yeah. So I wonder, with that, Dean, I didn't even think it or know about the Africa thing. I wonder if those two are correlated in any way.
I feel like it would almost have to be.
Right.
I mean, they're not in the grand scheme of the world, they're not that far apart from each other. And if Greece is feeling those tremors, I'm sure it was some sort of, shockwave through all of it.
But it's only there.
That's pretty wild if it's only in Greece.
But it's not even it's just like this island. and they've just been getting tremors every couple of minutes just for days. Like, it's crazy to me.
Yeah, I would flee the island for sure. I'm out. Like, I'm not gonna sit. We're on an island. Like,
Yeah,
this goes down. Nobody's coming to get us. Really,
I'm heading to the mainland.
Yeah,
dude, that's absolutely crazy. I mean, that's a 5.2.
Yeah, that was that was the biggest one yet.
I know, like previously, I know Dean had claimed to cause a tremor with a 2.8. So that's pretty impressive.
Wait, I missed it.
Allegedly.
Causing tremors, huh, Dean?
2.8.
Dean brought a 2.8.
It's more like a 2.5. A full 2.5.
You know, that's an actual conspiracy. That's gotta...
I won't wake you up on that. Don't worry.
The other thing that it was on a reel or a TikTok or whatever is someone's like, don't you think it's weird that humans clap to like show approval or like, you know, like happiness, like when someone does something? Like he goes clapping's weird. He goes, it's just slapping your hands together. And it made me think of, like, Eddie, you're talking about like aliens and how much smarter they are, and like how they look at us as like gorilla, you know, like essentially primates. And like they just look down, they just see people just like just putting their hands together like a bunch of I saw that. It is kind of weird a little bit. I mean, we're just used to it, right?
But, right, yeah. That's what that thing.
Just a thought to ponder. So let's go, Dean.
Oh. Nice.
Dean, you
pretty below average week per usual. Didn't do a whole lot. Worked really hard. Watched a couple movies, but I did see this. It was a show back in like 2011, and you guys might have heard of it, but it was called Freaky Eaters, and it's a show about people with unusual eating diets and habits and things like that. You know, it's kind of like My Strange Addiction, but just food. Essentially.
Was this on a DVD or?
Maybe.
I think this is just his saved videos on his
with really good acting. Then yes, Academy Award winning acting. I believe so. But one in particular stood out to me because he could only eat the one thing. It's nothing weird. It's not like they're eating like weird stuff. Like it's just regular food. But there's this guy. He was like, oh, you know, I was a picky eater when I was a child. And then doctors assured his parents that like he would just grow out of it. And then like, even, I don't know about to this day, this was back in 2011, but like he still refuses to like try any new foods and survives solely on potato chips. So could you imagine only eating chips all the time? Even if that was like your thing, like,
it had to be potato too.
I mean, it just says. I mean, really, it's just chips. But
it had no Doritos.
He might eat some Doritos.
Some
but as long as it's chips. I mean, I guess there's a lot of different varieties, but like it's the.
Is he from America?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look that deep into it.
Because if he's British, we're talking French fries.
Yeah. No, I'm talking Pringle,
baby.
Pringle Ruffles.
Gotcha.
Like, nothing with like real sustenance to it. You know what I mean? Not like a potato.
Apparently enough.
I mean, you could definitely survive off of it, but how awful would that be? Is there if you could only eat one thing, do you know what it would be? That you would never get sick of?
Pizza.
Only one topping though for the rest of your life.
Pizza.
Just pepperoni pizza the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah.
And if you eat the toppings off, you can't eat the cheese pizza. Just
If-
there's rules.
If I was a little younger and I wasn't going into my 40s, I would do like a week challenge of just eating pizza for the podcast. But I do want to live to see.
There was there was another one where a guy could only eat pizza, and he literally ate like 3 pizzas, 3 square meals a day, all the time. That's all he would eat. His family
3 whole pizzas.
Yeah, well, I mean, he wasn't even like that fat, but he would just have pizza all the time, every meal, every day for like 20 years. And
I guess if it was the only thing you ate,
it eventually became poison to him, though, and it was actually hurting his body. But he couldn't eat anything else. I mean, obviously, it was always hurting his body in some form or fashion. But now it was actually like physically, like kind of killing him because it was like a toxin to his body. So then he was trying to eat other stuff. He couldn't, like, he was like, you know, like how awful.
In this scenario, am I supposed to be picking what I like or what I should, or like what if I had to pick something?
If you had to pick something,
I don't know. I mean, it'd be so
doesn't matter what it is,
but maybe like chicken breast or something.
I'm going cheesecake.
Might as well go all out. But dude, you'd be so sick of cheesecake.
I want a double fudge chocolate cake.
Every time?
For every meal.
He'd never shit again.
You'd only be clogged.
Just plain cheesecake. No other. I don't want strawberries, cherries, nothing. Just straight up cheesecake. 3 square.
Give me some chicken thighs then. I'll go chicken thighs.
Chicken thighs, huh?
Yeah. They just got more flavor, I think, than like chicken breast.
That's fair. He says
we both went.
I do. I'll get like a package of chicken thighs, probably like once a month, and then I'll just air fry them up and just put a bunch of seasoning on them, and then throw them in the old air fryer. Juicy, delicious.
Get lonely, you put 2 thighs together.
No, that's before the air fryer, my friend.
two thighs on the sides of a peanut butter jar.
Wait, could you repeat that?
Yeah, you want to take notes, huh? I don't want to give away all my secrets.
Did you put anything? Did you rub any rub on the?
It's an old family recipe. Yeah, I can.
Something to give a little zip, if you know what I mean.
It's a creamy dish, I promise you.
That
was too much. All right, but yeah, that was what I did.
Eddie, how's your week? How'd it go?
It's fine. Again, it's like, yeah, guys. I mean, it's just a lot of the same stuff. Running around, lots of practices to get to and sporting events and work, obviously. But I'd seen a story. I don't know how old it is, honestly. I think it's recent. I just don't know when it came out. But I mean, we've all seen, we've all felt how expensive things are. Like just more and more. And I just saw a story about a heist. It was out in Pennsylvania where a truck was robbed of 100,000 eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Eggs have been a big deal.
Yeah.
To a lot of people, man. I mean, I buy eggs and I'm like, holy cow, man. Like it is kind of crazy.
You gotta buy
yeah, they stole 100,000 eggs, $40,000 worth of eggs out in Pennsylvania. They haven't been able to locate the person. They just stole it out of the back of a trailer. And I guess, I mean,
are they planning on selling some of it, or are they just like, we got to hoard these eggs? But they only,
I think they're trying to eat the eggs.
They only stay good for so long.
Or maybe they're selling eggs? Them. If you see anybody at work coming in with Pete and Gary's organic eggs, And they're like, "Hey, I just got these eggs, $3 a carton." There's some heisted eggs, man. I guess the Department of Ag says eggs are still going to go up like another 20% over the year.
Well, yeah. The bird flu has wiped out like 135 million chickens or something like that, and that's why it keeps going up. And it's been an issue for the last couple of years or whatever. Obviously.
Well, they say that in the combo of like, I don't know if that was just Michigan or, well, this was specifically Michigan. I'm pretty sure is like, they have to be like cage free.
Right.
I guess that, well, yeah, that would make a huge difference. Cause I mean, those it's a lot of chickens. Basically plants that have just thousands of chickens that are just kind of perched in their little thing just to crap out eggs all the time.
Pooping eggs, yeah.
Yeah. That's way different than the free range, but
it'd be weird if I was doing it. Just pooping eggs. You guys need a carton of eggs?
You need a dozen?
I gotta use the bathroom. Everybody's like,
You're at a stop board.
You're like,
Dean, we're trying. Kid face when he's pooping his pants. I'm just like, right in the middle of the room.
Like, Dean, could you just hand me the drink, man? I just
trying to get you an egg.
You're always doing this egg thing.
We're trying to bake a cake.
Yeah, in front of the kids again. You're
gonna have to wash that off.
You know what scares them. Can't help himself. Can't help himself. But no, I just thought that was interesting. I mean, is there anything worth stealing 100,000 of? Like that you've seen? I mean, it's like
cheese. Because that was what I brought up that cheese thing last week or whatever.
Oh yeah, the cheddar.
The cheddar. I know. It's like I don't. What would I do? Like you can only eat so much of it, even if you have that much of it. Like
maybe you're
gonna get sick of it.
Cheesy eggs.
What a combo!
No, I could do that.
I could get in on some of that. Cheese from France, eggs from Pennsylvania.
Ain't that right, William?
Yeah, the cheese sounds delicious.
It does.
Wrap it in a tortilla, you'll eat it.
So far today, I think I've had 3 slices of pepper jack, and then probably eat 3 meals after we're done with this. But but up until this time, I've had like 3 slices of cheese.
I will say I did try. So I got the spicy chicken from Wendy's like last week sometime, and I know you guys love it.
The first time.
Huh? No,
I just had one
I had the
yesterday.
spicy chicken.
I just had one yesterday too, and I added the onion again.
Last time I added the onion.
It's great.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Anyway,
so I got mine. I asked for mine without tomato. They gave me tomato, of course. And so I said, I went the Dean route, and I said, I'm gonna try.
I'm taking my pants off.
I'm gonna watch the Dean route.
Let's see how juicy this tomato is.
I got 2 spicy chickens. Put them together.
I'm still gonna eat it. I'm still hungry.
Don't make me go the Dean route.
So I said I would try it, right?
Yeah.
And I actually ate half the sandwich with the tomato on it, which is something I've never done.
I had the mushroom burger from there.
Do you not like tomato?
Not long ago.
No,
he never has.
I like everything tomato based. I just don't like raw tomatoes. I actually even like cooked tomatoes.
Tomato on a burger sandwich.
Man, that is
burger.
Bro, it just elevates it all. Anyway, I'm sorry.
It depends.
What?
Yeah.
I love a tomato on a sandwich. It's hard for me to get away from it.
Really? Like on a straight up like a turkey sandwich you made at home?
Oh, dude, that sounds awesome.
Really?
Could you?
If I got tomato and I'm making a turkey sandwich, yeah. Oh, dude, every time.
Could you grab a tomato and just take a bite out of it?
Oh, no question.
Really?
I've seen people say put salt or sugar on it and eat it like that.
There was a time I'd got a bagel, some cottage cheese, throw a tomato on it, and a little pepper.
It's kind of like
salt and pepper.
Like a lox.
So good. I don't know.
That's
Somebody had said
one
it to
with
me,
salmon.
and I was like,
but you obviously didn't have salmon. But
no salmon. But it was I was eating that for like 2 weeks. Like,
it's like a tomato sandwich, kind of.
Basically, I mean, the cottage cheese is nice, and the salt and pepper give it a little something.
Oh, you said cottage cheese and not? I think you said cream cheese.
No, cottage cheese.
Okay, so the lox thing doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not even sure, but I'll just
sure. Yeah,
I'll lock it in. I mean,
I think I might try to go. I don't know if it's because it was a spicy chicken, but whatnot. And I liked it, even though I didn't think I would.
Yeah.
It depends on the meat too. You know what I mean? It covers up.
That's how Dean's lived his life. That's actually his lower back tattoo.
It covers up a lot of
it depends on the meat.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's in Celtic style writing, so it's it actually looks cool.
It does look pretty
Hell of a
sweet.
Tattoo.
Catch me in a bathing suit, you know?
So yeah, no, I didn't think I like it, and I did. But I feel like a lot of people right now, when they hear our ad for Adobo Boy, feel like they might not like Filipino food, but they should go down and try Filipino food because it is delicious. And I really don't know how many times we got to tell you guys to get down there, but we won't steer you wrong. So if you've ever wanted to try Filipino food in a great setting, Adobo Boy is the place to go if you want to do that. We here at Wake Up love Filipino food, and Adobo Boy, who is the official sponsor of Wake Up with Super Boys podcast, delivers just that with those amazing food and vibes that are unmatched in the restaurant industry. They have an amazing lunch menu, a dinner menu that will fulfill your need for new flavorful food, and a weekend breakfast lunch menu that will satisfy that morning hunger. Adobo Boy has you covered. They have 3 main staples on their lunch menu. You can go with some soups. They have soups that they have weekly, and lumpia, which is a must try if you ever go there. If you are ever offered lumpia regardless, try it. So, but
do it.
Main staples.
I made these fish lumpias.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. You're right.
There are levels
Chicken,
to this game.
Pork.
Yes.
Do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Chicken. Yeah.
Beef.
Don't go fish first try.
Yeah, not on first try.
I got these squid lumpias. Sorry,
but
Adobo
the main dishes is in the name of the restaurant, and that's adobo. There's pork and chicken adobo, and Dean was going to deliver the descriptions of those bowls to you right now. Go, Dean.
Oh. Put it in the oven. It's no, missed. All right. Anyway, Red's pork adobo, Red's pork adobo, and the chicken adobo are made similarly, but the Red's pork adobo is slow cooked pork braised in soy sauce and vinegar, served with Jackie's achara, cucumber, and a fried egg, and served on rice. While the chicken adobo is obviously tender chicken braised in soy sauce and vinegar, but also with coconut milk to make it a little bit creamier, served with hard-boiled quail eggs, Jackie's achara, and cucumber, and also served on rice. Both are absolutely delicious. Mix them up, eat the ingredients separate, buy 2 or 3 of each. It is definitely worth it.
Yes. Thank you, Dean, for the description of Adobo.
Adobo Boy.
Adobo, you didn't.
Adobo, we did.
Yes, Adobo, so good. Thank you, Dean, for that description of Adobo. So if you are into trying new and different foods, just like some amazing lumpia, adobo, and vibes, stop in and say hi to owners Ace, Jackie, and Red, who are amazing people who genuinely care about your experience. Eddie, experiences.
Experiences. And go. Okay. I don't know, man. When I sit back and I think about the Adobo Boy, I just get excited. You know, I reflect on it deeply. I think if there's one place I could go where I know I can get the adobo with a great experience all the way around, where they're happy to see you. You walk in, you feel great about your decision. You get to talk to somebody at the register that is obviously happy that you're there, which you don't get everywhere. You're going to get this amazing food. And then when you're done at the register, you just say, "Wake Up Podcast," and they're going to give you 5% off the total bill. You say "Wake Up Podcast," that's 5% off the total bill. So that's really 5% off your total experience. You get all of it for a discount. You get to go in, be happy, take in the aromas, take in the ambiance, talk to friendly staff, talk to the owners if you want to. You know they'll talk. They really will. They'll come out and talk to you, and you'll be impressed because they're good people. And you're going to order your amazing food. You're going to definitely enjoy it. And on top of that, you're going to get 5% off just by saying "Wake Up Podcast." I mean, honestly, 5% off Wake Up Podcast. You get all that and more. Truly a deal you're not going to regret, and a deal you just can't beat.
You're right. Thank you, Adobo Bros.
Adobo Boy.
Adobo Boy. So if you want 5% off, like I just said, you want them delicious adobo. You want
It's not a Filipino thing.
I didn't do that.
But it could be.
But it could be. Respect.
So if you want those amazing vibes, get down to Adobo Boy. They're open Tuesday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, 5 p.m. to 7:30 for dinner. Saturdays, they have a breakfast lunch menu from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Adobo Boy is located at 3740 28th Street Southeast in Kentwood, Michigan, inside the amazing Myanmar restaurant. Make sure you head over to adoboboygr.com or Adobo Boy on Facebook for official menu items and hours. So get down there, get 5% off by saying "Wake Up Podcast," get fed and get happy. It is always more fun at the Adobo Boy. Love it. So, yeah. Oh,
can't get enough. Can't get enough. There's a lot of uncomfortable moans happening.
Stay away from the fish lumpia.
I don't think they even serve it.
They don't.
They don't, but you can find it at a Filipino household near you. I'll tell you that.
Yes. Yeah. Someone's willing to experiment. So now
I am
let's
Oh, God.
And with that said, Eddie.
Yes, sir. Well, that's funny. I mean, Adobo Boy, man. I mean, that's, we love our Filipino food. We grew up on it. It's something as a kid that always made you happy, but not everything as a kid will make you happy, which brings us to this week's Build Your Big Three Disney Villains Edition. So for those who don't know, Build Your Big Three is a snake style draft where we draft up 1, 2, 3, then back down 3, 2, 1 till we build our big three. And again, we are building our big three Disney movie villains. The order this week is Bill, Dean, then myself, William.
Quick question. Is it just fictional Disney villains? Well, they're all fictional, I guess.
Which
The real
true
ones?
Disney movie?
Who's the real ones?
And remember the Titans.
I'm talking. I'm talking like
I
Marvel.
hated the townspeople.
I'm talking like Marvel things like that. Or are we just talking strictly like old school like Disney animated movies?
I mean, those are under the Disney umbrella, so it's your call. It's your call. I mean, I went more classic Disney for us, but it is under the Disney umbrella. So I mean, like, it's your big three. You build it how you want, baby.
Same with Star Wars too.
Yeah, I agree.
That crossed my mind.
But I will say this: I looked up a couple lists of Disney villains, and it didn't have any Star Wars or Marvel.
I looked at a couple myself.
It did have Remember the Titans in it, but other than that. Bill, round one, pick one.
My number one Disney villain is Herman Boone.
The things he did,
he was way too tough on those kids.
He should have had
Gettysburg wasn't the travesty.
Yeah.
All right.
It should have gone the other way.
So, round one, pick one. I don't know.
If Robert E. Lee thought it through. This is probably our last episode.
All jokes.
Of course. Mostly.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a unanimous number one. It actually wasn't number one.
Probably is
any of the lists
for us.
But yeah. I'm gonna go with the man who said to be prepared. Oh, it's not the man, it's the animal. The murderer. Scar from The Lion King.
I already wrote it down as the number one pick.
To me, the ultimate villain. He murdered his own brother. He had hyenas try to help him.
That's true.
They turned on him.
Most evil.
Then turned on him, yeah.
In the animal world.
He slapped his sister-in-law in the face.
Oh, yeah.
Sarabi!
I know that your powers of deception.
That's a good pick. Scar's a good pick.
By the way,
Scar's a great pick.
Top 5 Disney song too. I feel like.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
I mean,
love it.
You ever watch Frozen, bro?
Yeah.
This guy, you know what I mean? This guy.
yeah.
Honestly, Scar was definitely in my top, but I thought we were all thinking something else. So I'm gonna go ahead and take him. I'm gonna take Jafar from Aladdin.
Sure.
Not even close to Scar.
You know, one that has the gold makes the rules.
That's true. He did Joseph as a weird cripple.
He did. And then he stabbed Aladdin in the hand.
Well, yeah,
an asshole to his best
hand
friend.
me the lamp.
Yeah, that was a bird.
Yeah, his best friend was a bird, and he was an asshole to the bird.
Yeah, exactly.
Enslaved Jasmine.
I was gonna say,
which made me the maddest.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that was the part that made me the most upset.
The Sun Young Boys, he became a hero real quick.
Yeah, I wasn't upset.
I want that grape.
She put her lips on his nasty face. Makes me want to puke.
Even Iago didn't like it. He was the ultimate.
Yeah, I know. He was like, oh. Well, all right. So I got the next two picks, and I'm not going to say it, but
I got a lot of good
there are a lot of great choices left on the board. I just can't help it. With 2 picks, I've got like 4 here that I'm like, I don't want to let escape me.
It's gonna be my build your own big 6,
Yeah, I'm gonna go. All right, I'll go classics. Makes sense. I'm gonna go Captain Hook at number 3.
That's a good one.
Constant Pursuit of Murdering Children. That usually does it.
That usually does.
His only enemies are children that he's trying to murder. Captain Hook is right up there. I mean, come on.
I agree.
Whether it was from the movie Hook or the animated one, I mean, either way, child murderer, played great by Dustin Hoffman and whoever was the voice actor. I don't know. So my next pick, if you're gonna go with kids, you might as well go puppies. I'll take Cruella de Vil, who wanted to skin 100 puppies and wear them as a coat.
Pretty messed up thought now that you think about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, come on. She wanted all the puppies so she could skin them and wear them.
Where are the puppies? Where are the puppies?
Where are the puppies?
I'd like to wear them.
Long suit.
And the Disney movies were letting them smoke on the cartoon.
She is fiending on nicotine and puppy blood. She is like obsessed. I don't know. She makes sense to me. It's the number 1 pick in the second round. Puppy skinning murderer, Cruella de Vil.
It's a good pick. It's a great pick. Now, are we picking favorites or scariest?
Dean,
villains?
It's your big 3.
Yeah, we're like 25.
Tell me.
I want you to choose the top 3. You see what I'm going with here.
There's a lot going here. I
Yeah.
have a lot that I would like to put on my list.
Of course.
My top 5 are gone.
Wow.
Oh, well, actually,
we've only had 4 picks.
4 of my.
That's insane.
Well, including my own pick.
Oh, okay.
It's actually 4 of my top 5, but I'm not gonna take because I'm gonna take. Man, that's a tough one, man. I just gotta go ahead and do it. Yeah, I'm gonna take Ursula right here, Little Mermaid.
Wow. I didn't even put her on my list.
Really?
On all the lists, she was like the.
I mean,
second.
I just thought she was always just too sexy for me to hate.
Poor unfortunate souls.
Sing me this.
She did have a ton of souls in the cape when I think about it.
She did. Which
is pretty messed up. Because at first it's like, dude, all she did was take her voice while manipulating everybody.
It's like, what's your body count,
Dude, she's got a
body count,
There's a lot of ink shooting out of that octopus.
She was an octopus.
I don't think octopus do ink. I think that's squids, but I don't know. It's all tentacles and nasty.
She was all octopus where it counted the most.
Giant rack.
Seemed like beautiful,
amazing tentacles.
Really suction cup things, Really wrap you up.
Isn't she more of a good guy at this point? She did Prince Eric a favor, bro. Prince Eric's like, where'd she go? What was her name? Vanessa? Veronica. Like it was Vanessa or Veronica. No, when she was she turned herself human to trick.
Oh, right.
To trick him in the first one. Anyway.
I thought it might have been Vanessa.
I think it's Vanessa.
No, I'm with you. I think she's more of a hero than anything else.
I said all that, and now I recall asking my youngest son about Disney villains, and he was like, "Oh, I'm definitely going to watch this episode."
You're
Johnny. I'm sorry, bud. I let you down again.
She's super strong.
Again,
What's what we're saying?
She is.
Strong.
She is very strong.
Those
very
tentacles.
powerful.
She can swim hard, real hard, fast.
all right. Well, my second round pick.
Suck the soul out of you right away. And that's what she was doing.
Unquestionably,
Every
She's
time.
taking souls.
she
right out of
did.
your body.
She sucked. She literally sucked the souls out of. So
Yeah, they're
much.
like little seaweed plants.
Yep.
All right. Anyways,
That's how good it was.
another attempted murder. The evil queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Let's go.
Evil queen.
Self-absorbed.
Eva Queen.
Wanted to have a young girl eat a poisoned apple.
Yeah, that always kind of, when I was like real young, that movie kind of creeped me out.
Yeah.
Because of the witch with the apple. Like, have an apple. I was like, what's going on? I feel weird.
It's always the ate some that probably happened that bothered me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good pick, though, Bill. It's a good pick. It's a real good pick.
He's got
all right.
another pick.
Yeah, one more.
Debo.
That was a good pick.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna go with Hades as my last pick. From
We just
Hercules.
watched that last weekend too.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean,
that's
it's
what I was
Hades.
just about to pick, too.
Great movie.
It's great.
Lord of the
One
Underworld.
of
You know
my
what I'm saying?
favorites.
Like,
Dude,
get
and that
enough
Phil
people.
Collins soundtrack when he did like you don't hear all the Phil Collins stuff in the movie, but like
Right.
when he released that soundtrack, it was like, dude, these are bangers, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he did. He went all out for those Disney movies, man. All out.
So
Tarzan?
Hades is
me?
my third.
Oh
round pick.
yeah. Great choice. Great choice.
Really, really good. All right. Well, I was gonna pick Hades right there too. That's funny. And I'm not surprised that you took him there. I'm stuck between like 5 for my last pick, but I'm gonna take Shan Yu from Mulan. I have a buddy that said he couldn't watch Mulan because that guy freaked him out so much.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I was Asian, so I was drawn to the movie naturally.
Yeah. Naturally. Dean actually was Mulan for Halloween 3 years in a row.
Yeah. It's true.
Before the transition.
So I was in like Mom, can you do my makeup?
You're looking a pretty concubine.
What are those? Are they called like geisha girls? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I want to be a geisha girl.
No, this is Mulan.
She's like,
Like, are you a geisha right now?
She's like, you want the armor? And so, no,
it's
not
Mulan
that part
pre-war.
Mulan pre-war.
Oh, that's funny.
With also some banger of songs in that movie as well.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Come on, get out of here.
Donnie Osmond.
Who sang?
Is that who did
Be
it?
A Man. Does he
Yeah.
sing the Be a Man?
That was Donny Osmond.
Yeah.
Be a Man.
He crushed it. Crushed it. That song sits in my head a few times a year.
Yeah.
That song pops. I mean, how? Yeah.
It does. That's weird. It does for me too.
Yeah.
Hope he doesn't
I'll
see
be-
you
I'll-
right through
in
me.
my head for like a week.
God, I
I'll be like,
wish that I knew
let's
how to
get
swim.
down to business. Oh,
Yep, Donny Osmond.
Beef, pork, chicken. Mm.
That's what Dean would say when he was dressed as Mulan for Halloween.
I'd only sing that part in the song.
Beef, pork, chicken.
Mm.
Mm.
You know what part I'm talking about.
Oh, of course.
That's a good song too. And then they come across that battlefield.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
I almost want to say one just so I don't lose it in the honorable mentions. But I'll risk it and go with a legit because this guy deserves to be in. But there's actually two here. These two picks. I only have 3 on my list left.
I think I know.
But
who
there's
you're going with
2. You do?
here. I think so.
It was
We'll see.
tough. This is tough. I think at the end of the day, I got to go with what I watched more. And I've got to go with Governor Ratcliffe out of Pocahontas.
That's a surprise pick for me. That was not what I was expecting you to say.
Another bunch of great songs.
Yeah,
But I mean, the dude was like pushing a race war, genocide. You know, I mean, he was literally trying to eliminate a people.
Could you imagine if that Disney movie was made today?
Yeah.
It wouldn't happen. Just wouldn't happen. It'd be crazy for bringing up that idea.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Man.
So I'm going with Governor Ratcliffe, even though he had a cool pug.
Did have a cool pug.
Actually, the dog wasn't cool, but you know,
I like it.
makes you a little jerk of a dog. But I like the pugs. Yeah, I don't know. Gov Ratcliffe. I mean, yeah, he legitimately, like, again, tried to eliminate a whole race. So I'm gonna go with him there. While you guys are looking at your honorable mentions, I will go through our lists of big 3. I will start with Bill's because he had the first pick. Bill's big 3 was Scar, the Evil Queen, and Hades. Dean had Jafar, Ursula, and Shan Yu. Myself, Captain Hook, Cruella DeVille, Governor Ratcliffe. EBD. So, Bill, why don't you go ahead and give us your first honorable mention?
Yeah. I mean, they're just honorable mentions at this point, right? Like, I was really surprised by. I understand he's the antagonist in it, but Gaston, like, I get it. Like, he's the bad guy in the movie, but like a lot of the lists had him like in the top 10.
Yeah. Is that who you're going to say, Eddie? Were you going to say Gaston?
No, I thought about him. He wasn't going to make my top 3.
No.
Because, like, at the end of the day, like, you understand, like, hey, there's a lady in a castle and this trapped by a beast. Right. But also, there are the thoughts of, like, well, when he had the beast down, he was awfully, like, it was more of a jealousy thing than a fear thing.
Yeah. Or to save her thing, you know.
And he was a real piece of crap as a person.
Right. Yeah.
Very true.
I mean, he was a crappy dude, but he should go to the castle and try and kill the beast at the same time.
Right,
like that is very reasonable.
He was the most capable of doing that. That's for sure. We saw the townsfolk. I mean,
yeah, the townsfolk
he towered over them, and he was a massive, like, just ripped dude. Like,
excellent with a musket.
Yeah, we're like, we're gonna need you to go fight this beast. Nobody else is gonna.
I'm Gaston. Of course, I'll fight the beast.
And plan on magical.
One that I almost had picked was Dr. Facilier from The Princess and the Frog. I'd only seen that one time, but he stands out to me. Like, he's definitely a classic Disney villain.
Oh yeah, for sure. In that vein of classic villain, yeah.
So that was one that stood out to me. I don't want to give too many, so
sure.
Even though I have a list of 50.
Yeah.
Dean?
One I don't think any of you, or maybe you did, but I don't think either of you really thought was the Ratigan from The Great Mouse Detective. You guys ever watch that Disney movie? That was like one of my favorites.
From what? The Great Mouse Detective?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Ratigan.
Such a good movie.
Yeah. No, that was one of my favorites. And then I like Bill, I won't say all of them, but my other one I was kind of stuck between at the end was Hopper from A Bug's Life.
Sure. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, he was a real piece of crap, dude. Terrible grasshopper.
Terrible. Him and his buddies.
Oh yeah, dude, his buddies were terrible.
Poor ants.
The one I was batting back and forth with Governor Ratcliffe was Frollo, Hunchback of Notre Dame. I mean, he makes a lot of lists, but he also was pretty terrible. And the other one that I didn't know if this would come up or not, but he is a big one to me. I'm like, he doesn't deserve to be on the top 3, but I certainly didn't like this guy. Was Jack Riley, coach of the Hawks in the Mighty Ducks. For really giving it to young Gordon. The kid averaged 14 goals a game that season, and he really beat him up over that one shot that barely dinked off the post. I mean, they said he scored 198 goals that season.
Minnesota Miracle Man.
And so he scored 14 a game, and you're going to really beat him up over that shootout one that barely missed and practically ruin a kid's life almost.
His face too in the movie when that shot goes off the post. It's just pure disgust. Just
it ain't worth winning if you can't win big. They didn't win the championship that year. Bombay's fault because he didn't carry them the whole way, but
gotta carry him the whole way, man.
The other one is I just saw this one. Amos Slade from The Fox and the Hound, the old man.
Yeah. Isma from the Emperor's New Groove.
You get it from Amos's perspective.
Well, yeah, that's why. I mean, but he's the end. Sid from Toy Story.
Sure. Talked about that in the car with the kids too, man. They're like, but yeah, man, it's like he's just blowing up toys.
Right. Yeah. Like he had no way of knowing.
Yeah, he couldn't have known. I mean, he probably would have done it anyway. Right? It's because he's a crappy little kid. But also, they were toys.
Right.
Theory goes he's in prison now. So
he is.
Believe what you want. Isma from Emperor's New Groove. Her and Kronk. Best animated Dave and David Spade movie ever.
Well, I hear that.
I don't know. Is he in any other ones?
I feel like he might be in that one Adam Sandler Hanukkah one.
Possible.
Anyway,
it's a funny movie.
It's a personal foul.
Yeah.
Well, there's a I guess you call it a legend that Sid is loosely based. Sid from Toy Story is loosely based off Tom Hanks's childhood. I don't know if you've ever heard that.
What?
Yeah, not true. Not true at all.
Oh.
I just wanted to segue into something of the unknown because no one else knew that. And
hold on.
What better person to what?
You know what you didn't know? David Spade is in Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like that more than Emperor's New Groove?
I've never seen Hotel Transylvania. That was
another thing he doesn't know.
Well, let's find out what he does know this week when we get to Dean's conspiracy theory of the week.
I've been practicing.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to mention something earlier. My golf daddy finally came in, and I was swinging on it in my living room, which was kind of nice.
Where was it?
It just showed up at my front door like 3 days after it said it was delivered. And then I was like, man, like I should have some golf buddies over. But first, I should see if I could find a brand new club at secondhandbirdies.com, one of the official sponsors of the Wake Up Podcast, handling all your golf club needs without breaking the bank. They are a family-owned business who specialize in taking any and all golf gear and returning it back to their old glory, which are marked on the site with a quality club rating from 1 to 5, 5 being almost brand new, 1 being nothing special to get the job done. This ensures an easy and pleasant shopping experience, knowing exactly what you are going to get, while also providing a great customer service and also a quick delivery so you can get to swinging as soon as possible. Bring your pineapples. And they also offer golf club cleaning services for those of us that don't have the time to do it, or like myself, are just too lazy to do it for myself. All clubs are already at a discounted price, but if you subscribe to their email newsletter, you'll get an additional 10% off your very first purchase. It makes an already great deal even better. Inventory moves fast, so don't wait too long. Get to secondhandbirdies.com. Subscribe to the email newsletter, get your 10% off your first purchase, and get to swinging those clubs. Go to secondhandbirdies.com, find quality clubs for less. And here in the near future, there will be a wake up promo for 5% off all purchases after that at some point. I'll add that in once that's final. So get to secondhandbirdies.com, save yourself some cash. So
that sounds good.
Yeah, should be good. Definitely check it out. So this is we all heard last week that there was that tragic accident in DC that involved the military Blackhawk helicopter and the American Airlines commercial plane, which is very sad, as 67 people lost their lives that day. But with this event come theories asking how this could even happen. Somewhat short because there's not a lot of info out right now, but it's pretty recent. But like I said, there's, people are asking like how this could even happen. There are procedures and alarms and avoidance systems in the helicopter. I mean, it's a military grade helicopter to avoid an event like that. And this is like, and how do like 3 military pilots not avoid a commercial plane, right? So some are saying, it was just an accident because the pilot flying the helicopter was in training and had less experience, but it still doesn't answer the question of how did they not see a huge commercial airline flying directly at them? How does a very maneuverable military grade helicopter not just go up or down to make sure they're not going to get hit by the plane? And with 2 other military pilots on board the helicopter as well, a pilot that doesn't know how to navigate an airport, even if they're training, they're bound to have at least a little. They're not just going to send somebody up with no flying experience at all. So you should definitely know, if you're flying in the military, a Blackhawk helicopter, even in training, you're pretty, you're up to the challenge at that point. You're not like a noob, like, oh, I don't know what this button means, things like that, right? I mean, you assume, you don't just send a random person up there. And then it's like, were the alarms not going off? Did they believe the path they were on would avoid the plane, or was this crash intentional? Some believe, if you watch the short video before the crash, there's a little video of the helicopter that it appears. I mean, I don't know. it appears as if the helicopter is almost chasing the plane. It seems like it's just going directly at it. Obviously they hit, so it's going to look like it's coming straight at it. Some are saying, I don't want to put this out there, but some are saying an act of, terrorism. And a lot of people are asking if somebody on the plane had like inside information on something, or were planning, or were planning on going public. No, somebody else did already. With information that top people just didn't want to get out. From what I've read, none of the victims seem to be somebody with like this type of info, but there were a couple of lawyers on the plane. So, maybe, I guess, mostly just, like figure skating, kids and coaches and stuff like that. And I've also seen videos of people saying that they can actually control these helicopters like a drone, in a sense, in that somebody else was like actually controlling the helicopter and the plane. So it might not have even been the pilots inside the plane. If they can turn on like an auto thing, and then somebody from the ground can actually control the aircraft. It's not crazy to think that they could adapt to something like that, put something like that in a plane. I don't know. It's a tragic event that could have definitely been avoided, and probably should have been, depending on what you believe. But what do you guys think? This was just an accident? Was this something more devious that we know nothing about?
Here's the thing. In my life, it's usually been like, I'll believe there's no better part of it, but like, I'll believe that it was an accident until I've seen otherwise.
Right.
But I think enough things have happened to where now I have that doubt.
Right.
And I don't know. I honestly don't know. I couldn't say how I honestly can't say if I believe it one way. And that's not just a fence sitting thing. It's more like, yeah, it could have been an accident for sure. Yeah. And I want that to be the case. Mm-hmm. But maybe it wasn't. And I wouldn't be surprised. I think a lot of people are there.
And the thing is, too, is it was like I said, it was like a training exercise, and the military helicopter was training for like an evacuation of like the White House or something like that. And it shows like the aircraft's like their lines, their route that they're taking. Obviously the commercial airplane has a very specific route that it's taking, and it took the exact route it was supposed to take to go to the airport. And the helicopter, it essentially did the same thing, but it's like still somebody like in the control room, because obviously there's people, they're not just the three of them. Oh, we're gonna go out for a joyride and practice this train. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people involved in the helicopter and the training aspect of it. And you wouldn't think that somebody would be like, hey, like you're going right into a line of a commercial aircraft, like you're the one that has to move. It's like merging onto the interstate. Like I technically don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? You have to merge to me. I'm already on the interstate. You know what I mean? You're supposed to merge to traffic, not me abiding by what you're doing, which is essentially, that's just my reference to it. But, so it's interesting because it's like there should have been, like I said, those types of helicopters have alarms and avoidance systems that go off when you're, getting like a pre-collision type of alert. So it's like, why wasn't this avoided? Were the alarms just not working? Like, was it, you know what I mean? Like what, nobody on the ground knew that they were flying directly into, an airline route, while it was coming in. It's very interesting. And with all the stuff going on, it's like, what can you believe? You know what I mean? Like you said, I want to believe it's an accident, but it just screams bad. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
it's just like, what really happened and why? Like, what would be the point of that? So, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't seem like, especially when you look like through like the victims and stuff. It's like, who could they have been trying to get? And that's where like the question, like, was it really that, or was it just an accident? Because there really wasn't, as far as I know. I guess I don't know these people personally, but
I mean, I'd assume an accident. Again, like if nobody can find any connections,
right.
I mean, at all, then yeah, I mean, it seems more like an accident. I know winds were pretty crazy around that time too. Which was weird because I remember it being crazy windy here. And then it was like a day later. So, all that weather system moved that way. So, I mean,
yeah,
terrible. I mean, who knows, but
yeah.
I guess I assume accident. I hope.
That's what.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Condolences to those families who are dealing with that. Thanks, Dean, for another wonderful conspiracy.
For entertainment purposes only.
Yeah. Not so wonderful.
Brought to you by secondhandbirdies.com.
Should have done the refs Kansas City conspiracy this week.
It's fake, dude.
Actually, you know what? The Super Bowl would be over by the Super Bowl would happen when this episode comes out, wouldn't it? Or no, it'd be the day after.
It'd be the day after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah, we saw it, Dean. That's old news, bro.
Yeah, you guys real quick, you guys have any interest in watching the game?
No, I didn't.
I truly
put money
don't
on it, so
no,
I'll probably watch it while I'm in bed, and then I'll fall asleep.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. Like I'll probably end up watching it. I don't feel like it, but that's like again, that's my youngest like second favorite team is the Eagles, so he's like wanting to watch. So
it's fair.
It's
fair.
Yeah.
Well, one game people always love is now Bills Balls games.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes Eddie loves it. Sometimes he hates it. So
depends if I win. That's really it.
I love it all the time.
I love all the time.
All the time.
Do you guys have something to write down or no?
Yeah.
What do you want me to write down?
We're going to do Wordlink. We're going to do 2 or 3 Wordlinks tonight.
All right.
Wordlink is I give the first word and then I give these guys the letters. They got to connect them. And you have 60 seconds tonight to do it.
Dean's first tonight.
Dean is first.
Are you just going to go like he'll just only be able to complete his and then mine, or I don't know, however you want to do it. It's your game.
No, that's fine. I'll give you each 2. How about that?
All right. Just whoever gets the most out of their 2.
And if you feel like we can spice it up, and if you think you can finish what the person started, if they didn't get it, you get double the points. But if you don't get
a third word,
but if you don't get it, what?
You don't get it, you lose double the points. So 2. It's 1 or 2.
Don't worry. I'm only going to get to like halfway point at best.
You might get it. All
right,
here we go.
You never know.
I could go on a roll. I could hit it.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
so, okay. Dean's first. We said
if you, I guess it's his choice.
Yeah, it is Dean's choice.
Eddie, why don't you go? Let's start it off hot, huh? Go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead.
He's picking the hard one first.
That's just the top. Okay.
He told me which ones they were.
First word is purchase.
Purchase.
Yep. And then O, F, as in Frank, R, B, W, H, P, O, H.
I almost wrote 8 when he said H the first time.
I did too, yeah.
Okay. And how many letters do we get?
You get 6.
6. Okay.
All
right.
6 letters. So, let me make sure I got something here. Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
First word is purchase. Once you get it right, I will say the next letter for the people that are just listening. 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Purchase. O.
Order.
Yes. F.
Order form.
No.
Order fill.
No.
Filled. Fulfilled.
No.
Letter.
O.
Order form. I already said
No.
that. Or a letter.
O.
Order food.
Yes. R.
Food run.
No.
Letter.
E.
Food real. Food letter.
C.
Food receive.
No.
Letter.
I.
Oh, that was off.
Food recept.
15 seconds.
Last letter.
P.
Food recipe.
Yes. B.
Recipe box.
No. 5 seconds.
Bin.
No.
Recipe bowl.
No. Okay. Dean, are you willing to risk it for the biscuit?
I'll risk it for the biscuit.
I feel like you just laid another egg.
Right.
6 letters. We start from the beginning. 3.
He
2,
gets 60 seconds too.
45. We'll give him 45. That seem fair?
What the hell? Yeah, no. That's,
I mean, you're together.
That's definitely fair. That's definitely fair.
Okay.
I mean, 45
45
seconds of
seconds.
the answers.
I know.
First words purchase.
Nice.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Purchase, order,
Yes.
food,
F. Yes. R.
food recipe,
Yes. B.
recipe book,
Yes. W.
bookworm,
Yes. H.
Oh.
wormhole,
Yes. P.
whole pie,
No.
whole
20 seconds.
letter. Did I just
U.
get 3 letters? Okay. Whole letter.
N.
I knew those ones, but I lost it. Whole pun. Whole
No.
punk. Whole punch.
5
Whole
seconds.
punch. Punch. Whole
Yes.
punch.
O.
Punch off.
No.
Punch out. Dang it.
Bum, 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 bum.
That's
All right, it
-2
was-
for me.
Purchase, order food recipe book, bookworm, wormhole, hole punch out, outhouse.
Damn it.
Okay.
So he's -2.
-2.
-2.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, Dean, you're up
For 1 point to get it up to the -1.
for 1 point.
Let's go.
Dirty. It's the first word.
Oh, perfect.
And then
Girl.
H. D as in dog. P as in Paul. M as in Mike. B. G. N. L. G.
Okay.
All right.
Dirty H. Gardening tool.
All right. 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Dirty ham.
No.
Dirty holes.
No.
Dirty hands.
Yes. Well, hand, yes.
Yeah. Hand letter.
Oh.
Hand dough.
No.
Letter.
C.
Hand doctor.
Yes. P.
Dr. P. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper.
No. No.
It's not Dr. Pepper.
No.
Oh,
It kind of doesn't make sense, but whatever.
Oh,
It
okay.
does.
Dr.
I mean, it
Patient.
doesn't.
Is it Dr. Patient?
No.
Letter.
R.
Doctor Practice.
No. Actually, it was practice. I'm sorry.
Oh, what the hell? It doesn't matter. I wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was time. It was pretty much time anyway.
If I don't go, he loses another point.
No, he just doesn't get a point.
I'll skip it.
That's smart.
I'm not gonna get it. This is weird. Hands doctor?
No, it's hand.
Hand doctor.
Oh, hand
Yeah.
All right. You're cool. It's cool.
So you don't want the rest of them? We'll save that for another.
No, I'll just try the next one.
Okay. There we go. Last one.
This is the last one.
Oh, you're not going to finish it?
Oh, I can.
Yeah, please.
It was dirty hand doctor, doctor practice, practice medicine, medicine ball, ball game, game night, nightlife, lifeguard.
Those last ones were good. We're good.
All right, Eddie, baseball, first word. And
Okay.
H, T, G, S, W, S, P.
It would have been funny if you're like baseball. H.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking.
H. wait.
All right, 60 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. First word's baseball. Go.
Baseball hat.
Yes.
That's
H.
Hat. Hand. Hat hold.
No.
Hat. Letter.
E.
Hat. Head.
Yes. T.
Head tall. Head
No.
towel.
No.
Head trainer.
No.
Letter.
A.
Head letter.
B.
Head tab. Head table. Head table.
Yes. T.
Tabletop.
Yes. G.
Oh, I'm gonna give up. Is this the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give up.
You lose a point.
I do.
Final round.
I thought we don't get a point. We
That's
don't
a
lose
mystery.
a point for not
It was
finishing.
a mystery. It's a mystery. I'm just kidding. No. But Dean does have a chance to tie.
Start him.
But
Get him going.
he gets a full minute.
For what? To finish it?
Exactly. For what?
Okay.
You only did 4 of them.
I know. The first time I only did 3, but he only had 45 seconds.
I know, but I want to tie. Okay, 45 seconds. I can't deviate from the
He already
rules.
knows the next one.
I went baseball, HHTTGSWSP.
Yeah.
Okay, because I had P for when he said table.
He's just
was like,
distracting you to come up with more answers, Bill.
My brain don't
What do
work
you-
like that.
Do
I
it.
know.
Run
I'm
him.
not what you would call a smart man.
Eat the beef.
I think he's gonna get this one too.
All
I just
right,
think I had
45
enough time.
seconds. 45 seconds to tie.
He already knows the next one.
Here we
Look at
go.
him. Just go.
45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. First word baseball, go.
Baseball hat.
Yes.
Hat.
H.
Hat head.
Yes. T.
Head table.
Yes. T.
Tabletop.
Yes. G.
Top G.
No.
Top guy.
No.
Oh.
I didn't know it. Yeah, I don't know why you were top guard.
No.
The letter, I guess.
U.
Top gun.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't have it
S.
either.
15 seconds.
Gun safe.
Yes. W.
Safe word.
Yes. S.
Word Scrabble.
No. 4
Word
seconds.
screen.
No.
Word.
Dun, dun, dun,
-4.
Eddie wins Bill's Balls games
With 0 points. Dude, once I thought it was Top Golf. I was like, oh, he's going to knit that right away.
No, I had no idea. I was thinking,
dude,
like
these were some of the
like,
this is the wackiest ones yet. I gotta be honest with you. It just when you're like playing it to like think through, like, I mean, baseball hat, then hat head, sure, but like those things aren't, you don't usually say those things together, right? Typically you do, like the other ones you've done. So I'm like, head table, like nobody says head table, right?
Like a wedding head table.
Sure. I mean, no, it works.
In like a banquet situation.
I was just off. That was off for me. I was like, man, he's got me today. I ain't getting it. That's why I just was like, okay, I got to give up because I'm not going to finish it. And I want to win this damn game.
It was baseball hat, head table, tabletop, top gun, gun safe, safe word
Smith?
search party.
Yeah. The reason I thought top G was because what's that guy's name? The womanizer Andrew Tate. Yeah. I thought you were referencing to Tim because that's what he calls himself.
I thought you were joking when you said because I have no idea what I had. Yeah,
I've seen people play this game and they try to like trick them by making the next word actually just the letter.
Sure.
You know? And I was like, oh, he's trying to be tricky.
I mean, why not run it as a guess?
Why not?
Right.
Yeah.
That was Bill's Balls games. Congrats to Eddie on the 0 to -4 victory.
It's a 4-point win. However you want to look at it.
It's a 4-point swing.
Call it what you want, but it was 4-point victory.
So that'll do it for this week's episode. Appreciate everyone listening in. Let us know what you thought on the game Wordlink, Dean's conspiracy on the helicopter airplane crash, what your big 3 Disney villains were. If you like today's episode, hit that video right below, I believe me, for last week's episode on Big 3's excuses to miss work. Hit the subscribe next to Eddie on the other side, below Dean. Hope everyone has a great week, and we'll see you next time on Wake Up with the Sleeper Boys podcast.
Here we go.